It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the LA Chargers. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Chargers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And it worked his way across the 30 to the 32. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stuff the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
They go with Jacobs, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them, but I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the #1 overall offense in the league.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. 20, 5, touchdown, Allen! A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you talk about the defense for these Chargers,
they are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results are pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Deion Henley. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 91 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Right back to him on 1st down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Raiders' 39-yard line.
They'll run with Davis. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Beckham, the return. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll look to throw here on first down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he got blown out. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Here's the Raiders punter now.
Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. We'll get this up to about the 44. The Chargers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down at 7. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. On the move past the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 31. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to have it here just past the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Odell Beckham Jr. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Herbert
trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Jacobs is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Now a 2nd and 10. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Second and 10. Herbert now. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before the break for Herbert. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the 1st half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10. Williams, a man in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now it's Herbert. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throw left side, complete. That's Davis. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Second down and 3. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief. And
he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
44 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. A quick throw complete out to Beckham. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now a 2nd and 2. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's complete to Adams. Touchdown Raiders. Devontae Adams, 32 yards.
And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the 1st half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Now Herbert off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. He finds his target, Allen. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 30-yard line. They'll run with Davis. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 126 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third is worth through 3 quarters of play. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
You ain't going nowhere.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. His throw incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Deion Henry. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Chargers! Darius Davis, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Touchdown! 16-yard touchdown. And the Chargers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now back to throw. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Herbert on 1st down now. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
There he goes, left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Now the try here for the point after. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Chargers 42, Raiders 21.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Hey, go Lion. Go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Donald Parham.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers are able to extend their lead.
point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw. And they're under 200 yards passing for the game. So they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
So, for the Chargers, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Southern California.